Hello friends and welcome to my channel. In the last video, I did show you how to create a web mapping application where you are supposed to add some point data, which was GeoJSON, to the map. And so this is how it was looking previously in our video. If you didn't actually watch that video, I will leave the link in the description so that you guys can also follow along and know what we are actually doing. So lastly, we did create this map, and I also showed you how you can add some groups of layers. So you can switch between the OpenStreetMap and also the Google satellite. So I used the ArcGIS satellite imagery, and this is how it was looking like. So you only need to click on these layers here so that you can switch from one layer to the other, and this was achieved by us having the LayersControl .Baselayer, which was to help us to actually display OpenStreetMap and the ArcGIS satellite imagery. And so I did show you that you need to import this from actually React Leaflet, and also you also need to install React Leaflet and Leaflet because you also need to use some of the components from Leaflet alone. So you only needed to actually import the LayersControl and also the LayersControl.Baselayer. And so Baselayer came from the LayersControl, so you only need to import the LayersControl. But so if you want to add the other base layer, you only need to wrap around everything inside the LayersControl. So you can see here we have the LayersControl, and then inside the LayersControl we have the first base layer, which is LayersControl.Baselayer, and this is the OpenStreetMap. And then the next one was if I can just enlarge this. So the next one was the ArcGIS satellite, which you only need to also have the LayersControl.Baselayer, and this will also display the layers as you can see here. So you can see we can switch in between the OpenStreetMap and the satellite imagery. Okay, so in this video, I would like us to add the labels to the map, because if we switch from satellite from OpenStreetMap to the satellite imagery, you see we cannot get the label, so we don't know where we are actually on the map. So to achieve that, you need to go to your inside your LayersControl, and since we have our satellite imagery here, we need to actually have a layer group. We need to have a layer group because we are going to group all these tiles inside one group, so that we don't need to switch around. So the moment we switch to our satellite, it comes with that layer group is like a component or a functionality in Leaflet that will help us to display concurrent tile layers. So at the same time, that's what I mean. So if you go to the Google or your web browser and search layer group in React Leaflet, you click on the first link here, and it opens up this LayersControl description or the documentation here in the React Leaflet. So if you take a look at this, you can see that this the documentation says that you only have to LayersControl overlay, and then you get the layer group. So you get the layer group. So the first layer group, you see the layer group here has these circle markers. So if we just take a look at what they got from the code, you can see that this is how they did it. So here you can see they have the markers here, the circle ones, so layer group with circles, and they also have the one for a pop-up. So here is the pop-up, and they also have another one for a feature group. So this is just a simple use case that you can also emulate if you are creating your application. So I just wanted to show you this, but now let's get to the code and show you what I'm actually supposed to do if you like to get the React the base layer to contain some of the labels on the map. So to do that, you need to come here to the LayersControl base layer for the satellite, and you need to get the layer group. So you type in the layer group like that, and then supposed to be the layer group like that. So this is a component, and then you need to copy the tile, so you can Control X so to cut it and paste it inside the layer group. But so if you take a look at the terminal, you can see they say that layer group is not defined. So that means that we need to go to the import here, and then you need to say import, no, not import. You need to say layer group. We already importing this, so we say layer group, and so it is there. And so if we do that, that error is now gone. So if I could just enlarge this and then have this, so it is, the error is gone. What only remaining is a warning that says marker is defined but never used. So that's not a problem. So I'm just going to close the terminal like that, and then so here you inside the layer group under the base layer ArcGIS satellite, you need to add another base layer. So I'm just going to paste some link here. I'll show you just in a minute, which contains the labels. So if you just paste this one here, this is for the this is not for the labels. Need to paste something else. So if you just paste the ones for the labels, yes, so we got the labels here. I was just exploring this link. If I just open this link in the in my browser, so if you open that, so just say open, you can see that you got just some kind of empty image. So I'm just going to remove this link, and we are going to the so it says invalid URL. So maybe I can remove this to the reference. So if you open this for the reference, you see that we have the, if you just check here, you can see that we have the services.arcgisonline.arcgis.rest services reference world boundaries and places /map/tile, and the link is very, very long. So here you can see that we have the references/world boundaries and places. So this is where it came from. So you click on this, this is going to open up the map server. And so if you go to the map server, you will see that the next thing is the tile. So if you get to the tile and then you put the x-axis, the y-axis, and the height, then this is going to get you to that link. So I've just pasted that link there. I'll leave the link for my code in the description for my GitHub. If you didn't watch the last video, you can still clone my repository. If I just show you here, so if I go to my repo here, you can see I have the help facility, and this was the repository that I did push for the last time. So you can clone this, and then you will come exactly to this layer here, to this map. And then so the only thing we are adding is the layer group. So if you add the layer group, and then you have your tile layer here, and then you click on save, we are supposed to see the labels here. So if I just refresh the page, then you can see that we got the labels here, and we have the countries, we have many things for our labels. So this was our map previously. If now you go here, you check out to the OpenStreetMap, and then you check out to the satellite, you can see that now you have your labels displayed on the map. So this is it. If you didn't watch the last video, I really request that you go and watch it, so that you can learn many things that we discussed. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also like the video. Leave a comment in the comment section if you like to learn anything, and or if something was not clear, I would like to clarify in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.